Hey everyone, Mike back here again. It's 2020, start of a new year. Hope everybody had a good holiday and a safe new year. Yeah, we're back at it. It's time for a new template. We thought we'd start off the year strong, and as you guys probably saw in the description or what we teased earlier this week, that's right. We got Boba Fett now in our arsenal, and we are really excited to release this to you guys. For those who don't know what MyCom is or what the sound rig does, I'll go ahead and just quickly review that, and then we'll go ahead and jump into our sound demo. So the MyCom, it's an 8 trigger device that fits into the palm of your hands. Essentially, we create fun interactions and audio bites to engage with others while you're costuming. I see a lot of people who wear, anywhere up to a $5,000 costume, and they kind of just stand there like a potato. And it's kind of like, bring some life into your character. So I figure I would help out where I can and create this little nifty device. So as I said, this is an 8 trigger device that fits underneath your glove, so it's hidden. Each trigger represents a category, example like a greeting, a yes response, no response. I'll go further into detail in just a minute. But essentially we group our phrases into categories. And it all leads into our soundboard right here. And that's it. This is pretty much what carries everything. It's really light, compact, great for costuming. Now on either side, you'll have a micro USB port here, which will give you a cable for, and then we also provide a power bank. So you'll have the power bank that charges this thing, and then on the opposite side, you have a 3.5 millimeter jack, which connects into your speaker. Now, I recently just discovered this Shido speaker. I really like it for TKs and Boba Fett. It has a great sound and it projects really loud. I mean, I could probably be outside in like a noisy area, and somebody can hear me probably from 50 plus feet away. It's phenomenal. So this is what I would recommend for a TK or Boba. And so again, you can use the speaker that you're using now, but that's just the one I suggest because people do ask. And I'll place a link down below. And also, if you're checking down below, I'll have a list of all the lines that are included in the Fett template. There are 54 lines that we are providing. And then also I'll have a link to our Facebook page where you guys can inquire and also order a rig. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. So let's just get right to it. Just a reminder, your glove would go over this to conceal the trigger board. All right, trigger number 1 is greetings. You can follow below. Remember, as I said, the PDF with all the lines that are coming with this device. Now, I am only going to play 2 samples from each. So number 1 is greetings. So if you're going to approach somebody or somebody's going to approach you, this is something that you could say to engage with them.
Boba Fett at your service. Don't be shy.
So trigger number 2, 95% of the time people are going to want to take a photo with you. So this is your photo trigger. And here are 2 samples.
No sudden moves. Brave. I respect that.
Again, it's fun to say things while you're either getting ready for a pose or while you're posing. You could just click one of these and it'll definitely, make their smile even wider. And so you have your photo trigger there at number 2. Trigger number 3 are yes responses. People are going to ask you questions, so you should have the ability to say some form of a yes. And here are 2 samples.
As you wish. Very well.
And of course, if you're going to have a yes, you need no responses. So again, if you want to say no to somebody, is say somebody who comes up to you and says, hey Boba, can I carry your blaster? as I know most of you guys spent a lot of money on those blasters and might not feel that you could trust them to hold it. So you can hit a no response as so.
Let me think about it. No.
Here's another one.
Questions like that draw attention.
So yeah, no responses are a lot of fun. Trigger number 5 are bounty. I wouldn't say responses, but almost like phrases. So if you see somebody who not so much opposes you, but that doesn't stand on the side of Boba Fett or is challenging you, and you just want to be cheeky with them, we have a bounty trigger, and these are phrases that you could say. Like I said, they're cheeky, they're fun, and they kind of swing towards the negative side.
You seem like the rebellious type. I find that very profitable.
And then here's another sample.
All lined up and waiting. It's not usually this easy.
Yeah, so we have a lot of those. And then trigger number 6 is for people who stand kind of neutral. If you want to say something that's not, again, towards the negative side, but you just want to say something to engage.
I don't have a good history with Jedi, but that's none of your concern. Tell me, if there was a bounty on them for 900 credits, would you turn them in?
Yeah, so like for instance with that one, they said, would you turn them in for 900 credits? And, they're probably going to play along and say, yeah. And then that leads to our next trigger, which is confirmation. So you're confirming or affirming what they just said. So these are like good, perfect, excellent. So you would use those confirmation lines, again, to just, confirm what they just said.
Good. Perfect.
So. And then the last trigger is the exit category. So if somebody's hanging around for too long, or if they're about to leave after the photo, these are things that you could say while they're leaving or you telling them to leave.
Your presence is no longer needed. You're free to go. For now.
And yeah, that's how it's broken down. Now, this rig is completely customizable. This is just our default FET template. If you feel more comfortable that the photo trigger is down by trigger 7, we can arrange it however you like. Again, by default, all the lines are done by cycle. So like you'll see, let's say 8 lines in, one of the triggers that we have. So, the first one will play. If you click it again, the second line will play. If you click it again, the third line will play. So it goes by a cycle, and then after your last one, it goes back up to number 1. Or you can also program this device to play them at random. Kind of makes it a little bit more fun, but again, you probably want to get more acquainted with the lines first before just having them pop up at random. And that's pretty much it. Again, we are super excited to roll this out to you guys. Fett is a beloved character amongst the Star Wars fans and universe, or whatever you want to say, galaxy. It's this is a fun one, and I'm really glad we were able to start 2020 with this one. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message, and I'll see you in the next one.